Welcome. This is Indiana Bigfoot Research Organization. We're having our annual camp out. This is 2015, and we're talking with a number of people tonight. We want to start off with Vince and Edie with the Indiana Bigfoot Research Organization and some of their experiences that they've had here just recently. You want to tell us about that, Edie?
Okay, well, we've had quite a few experiences, but the one that sticks out most in our minds is the one that was most recent. We were, oh gosh, there was a bunch of us back at the campsite, and we'd all kind of hung around and chit-chatted all evening, goofed off, and everybody else left except for my husband and myself and Shane. And, you know, we'd been hearing howls and everything going around the ridge behind us. And so we thought, well, you know, it's starting to quiet down and everything. Started to walk back up, because this is when the overflow camp site was closed. So we had to park at the road and walk all the way down. So we were heading back, and he had on the bionic ears and was listening. He was kind of walking backwards, and Shane and I were walking side by side. We got just past the restrooms. Every time he'd hear a howl with his back to us, he'd be pointing like, "Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that?" And then all of a sudden, we hear this howl that is not 20, 30 feet from us, right by the bathrooms. And I was like this, I looked at Shane, his eyes got big, and we just started running. And so Shane is actually digging in his pocket trying to get his keys and his remote starter to start his car. He turns around to say, "Hey, did you guys hear that?"
And they were gone.
They left you.
All he sees
They just left you down there, didn't
Scared
they?
me.
is flashlights at the bottoms of our shoes. And I mean, it was a rush. But hearing that so loud and so close, you know, we had no idea if he was there to say hi, play tiddlywinks, or to eat us. So we ran on. I got in the car. Shane went ahead and left. We sat there for a few minutes, and then he realized that he'd left the voice recorders behind. It was fantastic. I'm not going down there though. So he went ahead. We turned the headlights on. He went all the way back. Yeah,
I did it.
I couldn't do it. And
I
we-
wouldn't have done it. I'm sorry. I would not went
Well,
back
she
down
told
that-
me to run down there and run
Yeah.
back. I'm not going to run, I want to walk. Because if I need to run, I want to be really rested.
So he,
I don't want to already be tired and have to run more.
So he goes all the way back, and he gets both the recorders. He heard a couple of, you know, tree branches being stepped on, little, you know, little snaps and stuff like that, but nothing huge. So we get home. It's probably what, 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
something like that. We go ahead and hook this up and take this sound, upload it to the computer, and start listening, and we are both completely floored. I mean, the first howl that we heard was the one that startled us because it was so close and it was so loud, and it was this, you know, really loud woo. But then right after that is what we didn't hear because the wind in our ears and our hearts beating so fast, is this squatch went into this big, long conversation. He just started talking, and, you know, his voice pitch was up and down. It was like, ah, rah, 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 and he just kept talking, and it almost sounded like he didn't want us to leave. I mean, it was the strangest thing I had ever heard. We listened to it over and over and over. I don't even think we tried to get to sleep till 5:30, 6 o'clock.
The best part of it, the
amazing.
recorder that recorded the vocal was the recorder sitting furthest away.
And so he was probably a whole lot closer to us than what we realized. And from here on out, I've always said, after hearing that, he didn't sound like he wanted to scare us or hurt us. It literally sounded like he didn't want us to go.
Matter of fact, the silver Sony is at home, the one that really did pick up the call.
Yeah.
But the footsteps and everything.
Yeah.
It picked up the footsteps.
I'm gonna bring that in
Yeah,
Okay.
because there were footsteps around the restroom that the Sony picked up. The Sony didn't pick up the voice. The one that was furthest away, the RCA did.
And there was still activity going on prior about 40 seconds of myself walking back up, getting the recorders. So it was still back
when
there.
you go out, actually go out, you take and put recorders out when you first get there and scatter 3 or 4 recorders out around the whole area that you're in,
Yeah.
so that you can pick up something.
Yeah, and
Always
whenever,
start them off at the same time, so be
Yeah.
pretty much synchronized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
synchronize everything up.
and then whenever we hear something, like when the howls start or we hear tree knocks or whatnot, he'll go ahead and look at the time on the recorder and either, write it down, make a note of it so we
Yeah.
can go back and check where that is. So those things, but that recording alone, I think it was Aaron Browder had referred me to somebody through the National BFRO and said, send that clip to him. He said, here's his email address. So I was kind of excited, and sent it in to him, and he sent it back. He said, I listened to thousands of recordings, thousands. And he said that was definitely Sasquatch, and there is no doubt that was the language. He said, actually, when you hear him, and you'll hear in the recording, that when his voice falls off at the end, you hear this oomph, and it's a single word, and he said that they have learned that particular word is used for human. And he said it's almost always when they have been in the woods watching for a while. So he'd been there for a while watching us, and that's why I still tend to think that he didn't want us to
So
go.
interesting. So if you would like to get a hold of us sometime, look us up on Facebook, look us up on our website, the Indiana Bigfoot Research Organization, and get a hold of us and tell us your story, all right? Thanks a lot for watching.